Okay. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means he found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? No, I don't think so. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record. Yeah, better look at this. Rules of submitting evidence. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay, this is all. 2 rules, okay. Worthy. Always the smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow, I've got to link Gant to the incident. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Darky was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those 2 poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Piece of cloth. Found in Chief Gant's safe. Evidence for something, but what? Bears Emma Sky's prints. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Well, you have a piece of cloth that bears Emma Sky's prints, so yes, you have something to do with forgery. With the forgery, I mean. If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this? What's that? And what's that on it? A handprint? Chief Gant, your explanation, please. Exactly. I don't know. You tell me, son. Huh? My dear Rido, don't you know the second rule of evidence law? Oh shit, goddammit. Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is this rag relevant to this trial? Well, it appears the defense was not prepared. I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence. Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance? Well, okay. I'll do it just this once. But only because you asked, Aji. Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry. Haha. What? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't nail you. Wait. Yeah. This, right? Apparently, yeah. As you can see, I had nothing to do with forgery. You also had this list of evidence in the SL9 incident. Half of this list was found in Gant's desk. So yeah, and we're going to show you this then. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. That's the list Emma Skye drew her picture on. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in a legal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Huh. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admitted to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who? Me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence and forgery. Okay. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Darky was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Miss Wright? Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh, indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. All right, Adji. In return, though. I know. That place, right? What? Huh? What are these guys? Telepathic? Okay. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. I appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped... Miss Wright, what are you saying? Anyway. You can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, You're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Wright's prints are found. Yes. If they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal. Grr. I never faced anyone as slimy as this guy.